We're here in Reds Meadow, just having the dopest morning. Just was in the hot springs for over an hour, kicking it with a couple of dope homegirls, Pedicure and Fern. Fern is a botanist, so I was able to pick her brain on a whole bunch of different plant stuff. And we saw a bird. I can't remember the bird we saw. It was gorgeous. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, just went and jumped in my backup pair of underwear. Look how raisiny my feet are. Oh, and now I have to put Vaseline and socks on for the first half of the day to make sure that I take care of these, because they're not going to get as clean and spa pedicured out as they should. How was that for waking up, huh? Electrolyte got all packed up before us. He packs very efficiently, and we left our stuff chilling. I'm gonna make some breakfast now, get the day going. There is a resort down the road that's the Reds Meadow Resort, and they sell breakfast burritos. So might go check that out. Might not. We'll see. I got some laundry drying over there. Probably still wet. But the hot springs have been awesome. Bathing, washing, so sick. Could stay here all day. All right, so Reds Meadow Campground is sick. The hot springs are just to die for. They're so epic. That was just the best way to wake up. Woke up and walking out of my tent, my knees are always sore, my feet are always tender, and I was just like, dang, like jumping in some warm hot springs, that just sounds awesome. So that was great. Leaving camp right now, not to get hiking, but because on the other side of Reds Meadow area, they have like the Reds Meadow Resort, which is, they have a little general store. It's open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They have a little restaurant, little cafe where they serve breakfast and lunch, and supposedly they have some really good breakfast burritos for like $10. So going over to check that out. Electrolyte and Jimmy left before me. I didn't realize, I just saw them down the road because there's a road to get in here, and I was like, oh, I was like kind of like poking around camp, packing my stuff, thinking that like maybe they went off to go to the bathroom or something, because Jimmy's tent's still pitched and Electrolyte's backpack was there. And then I realized that they were like going to the cafe, so I just going to catch up with them. We kind of our Stakes is back in Mammoth. He was doing his own thing on his own time, so it's just us three, and same with Bluetooth. And we've kind of been having this conversation about, the structure of our little crew. And me and Jimmy we both have our own prerogatives. He wants to hang out in Yosemite. I don't know if I might cruise in, check Yosemite out, but spending a prolonged amount of time there, I don't think that's really my digs. And Electrolyte, I know he wants to check out Yosemite, but I think he might also want to be getting north to Canada. So
I was tempted, but I was like, fuck, I already spent $10 just on these two.
This is the Reds Meadow Resort. That's the cafe over there where you can order breakfast burritos. Oh yeah. And there's bathrooms over there. Nice. And this is the general store right here. The general store. Oh, there's a laundromat too? Wow. How's the burrito look? I ordered one too. Ooh, with the green sauce. Okay.
That's what they gave.
Okay. Wow. All right. Yeah, so this is really cool. Late start today. Even the gal at the burrito stand was like, late start today, huh? So I wonder if the phone works. Okay, The burritos here, 100% worth it. Scrambled eggs, potatoes, peppers, onions, melty cheese, sausage, dank tortillas. What would you guys rate these on 0 to 10?
I actually give it a proper 9.4. It's pretty solid. All the same thing.
Yeah. I'll give it an 8.4. But it's fire. Much needed. $17.50, but well worth it, I think. This is one of those expensive pieces of trail food that's definitely worth it.
400 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's 10 till noon, and we're officially leaving the Reds Meadow campground. But first, I have one last chore to do. I'm gonna top off this fuel canister of mine with my foot fuel and this can of gas that I got from the hiker box. So, cold can receives. This is what I'm taking from. So, just gonna make sure that's closed. Screws with the valve into the can you're filling. And then screw on the can you're filling with. And then boom. And it doesn't take long. But the cold can on the bottom, the gas sinks low when it's cold. It evaporates when it's hot. So you chill the can on the bottom, and there's a slight hissing sound that you listen for. And once it stops, that's pretty much the transfer done. It's not going to transfer anymore. No, this is not going to explode and blow my head off. Okay, that's it. Doesn't take much more than that. Empty. And topped off. That simple. So, like, at places where there's a big hiker box and there's a lot of hikers, some of them will be like passing one of these around and sticking their fuel can they're filling, if there's a cooler or a fridge, in the fridge, and putting a bunch of the cans they're going to harvest from in warm water, because that helps. And yeah, boom. And just like that, once again, we're on the move. Maybe thinking about getting to Thousand Island Lakes today, which is about 16 miles away. But had to enjoy the morning here because it was so fire. And back out into the field. In das Fielden. Just like that. Goodbye, Reds Meadow. It's been really nice. Actually, really nice. I think I would have rather just gotten in and out of Mammoth than just come here. Ah, well. Off we go. So I'm in the Pumice Flats campgrounds, and there's some nice campgrounds for sure. Definitely like need a solid vehicle to get in here, but they also say that they're seasonal, so yeah, they're probably not even open until July. But pretty neat, just kind of interesting little mosey through this section because this is a little detour around that bridge out in the creek. I'm not entirely sure which creek it is. We're walking along the South Fork of the San Joaquin River. So it could be that. I don't know. I haven't really been looking at far out very much. Electrolyte and Jimmy both study it pretty thoroughly, and it's so intuitive that it's sort of like, I'll read it when I have to, but if there's people around me chitter-chattering about what's coming up down the trail and what have you, then and so forth, then I'll just go with the flow. But yeah, just stopped and filled up my water bottle, left camp with that almost empty, and feeling really, well, first off, feeling like it's like gonna rain today. Haven't felt the drop in the pressure, but the cloud cover, the overcast weather, definitely seems like a day that it'd rain. And feeling pretty lavish, to be honest. I didn't plan on or expect to get more like town food, because I didn't think the cafe would be open here in Reds Meadow. Well, lo and behold, I went and done did it. Oh well. We just walked through this giant seasonal campsite. This is like the far north end of Reds Meadow. And we're at Soda Springs. We're literally at Soda Springs. These aren't springs like you hang out in, and I heard they taste pretty weird. But they're supposed to, they're mineral springs that are supposed to be carbonated. So, interesting. I've seen them in videos on people's YouTubes, and they look a little sus, if I'm being completely honest. This bridge is out. Huh. There's someone up here. Who's this fella?
I think all the work they've done out there at the campsite, they could do something here.
You think so? Well, okay, off we go. Oh, it's rocky. Oh wow, it's like all rock, flat rock on the bottom. The boys are getting there. It's their first time getting their new shoes wet. Oh, that's not bad at all. Whoa, no!
Damn it, the one time I found it.
No, no.
It's supposed to be water resistant.
Oh, dude. Dude. Jimmy just slipped and went down into his phone. These are slippery. They're not even up to our knees, though. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Okay. Oh, man. Oh. Shit. That's... Okay. Okay. And we're across. Oh man.
Am I the only one that didn't have problems?
Well, we didn't just have to cross back over the creek. Jimmy didn't just almost lose his phone down the river. And we're back on the PCT. and everything's good. Underwear. Oh no! Someone lost their underwear. It's still not Washington, but it'll do for now. This trail's softer than a My Pillow. Sheesh. It's actually kind of nice seeing these hills overcast a little bit. Everything's not just like blasted by the sun, kind of like vibrant, more neutral lighting. I like it. This is just like so many days in Washington. You said it's like this in Mississippi?
Yeah.
In the wintertime? Yeah. Sounds humid. Oh, more of the birch trees. I'm gonna keep calling them birch trees. I think they're birches. Should have asked Fern, the nude botanist in the hot springs this morning. Hey, Fern. I can't get totally down with that whole, oh, it's a hot springs, we're gonna be naked. Yeah. I'm like, I'm still gonna cover myself up, dude. It's just like, you know, a public place, a public setting like that. I feel like, I mean, I understand it's that deep hippie culture type stuff. I mean, I don't care. Like, obviously, you go to a place like that, you're going to expect to see some nude ass people of all ages and body shapes, but for me, I'm just like, I'm okay. I'll get down to my skivvies, but that's about it. Look at that. Alex MLH 2002. Wow. 2002. That's like 12. That's over 20 years ago. It's over 20 years ago. Wow. That's pretty cool. Another buckle broke on my ULA Catalyst. This little doohickey right here. Right there. Man. That broke. My first top strap 1-inch buckle broke. Dear ULA, your packs are great, but it's so easy to not skimp on plastic buckles. Like, for real. The packs are already almost $400. Like, why not use some more hardcore plastic buckles? That's where we're getting water from right now. It's about 2:30. Monday. We're still on break waiting for Jimmy to catch up. And I just tried the Sawyer Picardin bug spray. Bought this in Mammoth. This is 14-hour Sawyer Picardin picaridin. Active ingredient, picaridin, 1-methylpropyl, 2-hydroxyethyl, 1-piperidine carboxylate. I mean, it was recommended by some other people for being not smelling like much and also working pretty good. So tried a little bit of it. I don't want bug spray or bug juice to work too good because then there's no telling what's in it. Probably just the bad stuff. It's like almost 3. We've got 9.7 miles to go to get to Thousand Island Lakes. 3 o'clock, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So like 5, give or take 4 or 5 hours. Should be there like right around golden hour. Not bad. And this stuff is working okay. It's working okay. It's making standing in a swarm, buzzing swarm of skeets, like not so bad. I only put it on my legs and my hands and my head. Trail signs. Ugh. That's a big old ant. Big old ant on me. Red's Meadow. We're going to Agnew Meadows. As in, probably not named after Rick or Frank Agnew, the 2 infamous guitar players for the punk band The Adolescents. Formed in Orange County circa 1980. But we'll call it. We'll say it is. We'll say it is for this through hiker's reference. Yosemite continues. We took the bus from Capitan Meadows to the store, and now Jimmy's leading us on a private tour trying to find somewhere to stealth camp, which is the plan for tonight. There's service all throughout the valley, pretty much, which is sick. So, yeah. And it's day 3 of summer? Day 3 of summer? I think it's the 3rd day of summer today. So, it's adventure season, baby. Yes, I have my toe taped up, trying to speed heal my cracked callus situation. I just slathered a bunch of Vaseline on this morning and wrapped it in Luco tape, and I'm just gonna leave it. See what happens.
I don't know if it was this meadow up here or the meadow after, but there's like...
What do we have here? A little 3-way junction. Agnew Meadow. Shadow Lake. I have to check far out. See what's what.
It's pretty much like, if you're trying to get into Yosemite, that's how you get to the heart of Yosemite. There's a visitor center there. There's like proper Yosemite attractions you can kind of see in 12.
Oh, we got someone else. We got some other people coming. Some other people coming up here. Who are these folks? Oh, it's Fern and Pedicure. Oh, sick. Oh shit. Just had another very successful luncheon type break. Ran into Fern and Pedicure from the hot springs. This time they were wearing clothes. We're thinking about banging out about 8.5 miles for the rest of the day, but it is 4 o'clock. So we'll see. We're pretty much just in move mode now. Some more lovely, sturdy, oh shoot, finely crafted water crossing implements. Very nice, very nice. Still couldn't bring a hooved animal over that though. Some nice meadows here. We're about to pass through there's a Agnew Meadows horse camp that the trail skirts by. And boy, would I love to pet on some horsies We'll see though. I can't fathom that happening. T-post through a tree. Ah, ain't that something? Shoot. There's a gate. I mean, no fencing on either side of it. This is definitely a rideable trail. Huh. Oh, what do we have here? A Forest Service truck and some signage.
This place?
Really? Agnew Meadows River Trail. Huh. Okay. The Ansel Wilderness is big. Jeez. Wow.
This is where I ended my hike last time.
This is where you ended your hike last time? No way.
It's up there on that log, and one of the forest guys gave me a ride back into town.
Wow. Pretty far out, Mott. PCT North, PCT South. I used to get the dreamiest feelings at signs like that when I was doing hikes in Washington before this. I would just be like, wow, what a...
Check the box.
Yeah. Check the bear box. Word. One bear box.
No way, so one, it turns out apparently now it's illegal for us to do, it's been illegal for us to do campfires, dispersed camping just randomly throughout the trail on the ground, regardless of the height. And then just in Inyo National Forest. And it also says if you're caught smoking, even in the National Forest by a ranger, you must be in a spot with at least 3 feet in diameter that's barren. So technically, if you don't do that with a 3 feet diameter and you're caught smoking, you can get in trouble.
Are you hearing this?
That's what it says.
Oh, you found something. What'd you find?
Coffee.
Coffee? Yo. Coffee beans. Oh, a truck's coming. Quick, put it away. No, I'm kidding. Coffee beans? No, but I can use a couple rocks. Nah. Right on. What do we have here?
There might be some.
What?
There's a bag in there, but it might be a worker's lunch bag or something.
Well, Electrolyte found some coffee beans in that bear box, but otherwise, nothing. Pretty iconic spot. That's where he got off trail. And here he is, north of there. And we are just embarking on a vicious little dozen switchback climb up out of this Meadow Valley. Happy 420. This is just such Washington vibes. Oh. Pretty cool, really. We are pretty much done with that climb. That's epic. That's the valley we just came from down there. I think that right there is Mammoth Mountain. There's a ski lift on top. Can't see it in the video. And that valley is where we've come from. Pretty far out, Mott. Pretty far out. What a lovely day. It's a great day to be alive. Yeah, I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. Might be hard times in the neighborhood, but Sometimes I wonder, why can't every day be just this good? Think about back home, having some rice cooking in the microwave. You know, a good a 3-day bed that doesn't have to be made. I guess I'm doing all right. Shut up. Okay, made it to the top of that climb, and I'm about to eat the first thing I've had since that burrito this morning. Got my fine Mississippian colleague here to witness. We're doing a Cliff Builder's Bar, almond vanilla, with a Skippy peanut butter topping. I have to eat this peanut butter. I don't have any tortillas. I kind of need the calories. So I'm gonna just say that I'm probably 100% sure that I'm not the first hiker to ever have done this. Far from it, most likely. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It could use some chocolate syrup. Otherwise, that's pretty tasty. I'm gonna hit the rest of the bar with it. Shoot. Mosquitoes biting me. There we go. Yeah, let's make a candy bar out of it. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. All right. Well, we've just been climbing for a few hours now. Pretty much a day full of just steady climbing. But this is the direct opposite side of the valley from where those big mist-covered peaks are. So big view incoming right now. Here we go. Yo, there they are. Wow. Not entirely sure what they are. They have names, but pretty stellar little range over there. Little mystery lake over there, yeah. Bound to be a trail to there. With the waterfall coming out of it. Nice, nice. And then we're just skirting along on the right side of the valley over here, the east side. I do believe we're headed up yonder. Just waiting for electrolyte to catch up to me. Stopping for this magnificent view. What a great day. Does have some of that weird clammy feeling of like it's not quite warm enough, but it's not quite cold enough. And we're just like hiking and sweating, and yet it's still like pretty chilly. But we're hot, and our sweat, we're sweating a bunch, and the sweat's just turning chilly. But it's just, you know, it's moving weather. It's great moving weather. It really is. Wow. Epic little slope traversal. It's so PCT. Look at this little dude. Wow. So cool. Sheesh, that's a tiny little thing. So cool. How great is that? Just seeing some sunny mountains off in the distance. And these freaks right over here. Lordy. And look how lush and green it is out here. Lush and green. So wild. All right, so into some beautiful, beautiful mountain meadows up here. And hovering right around the 9,200 foot range, elevation wise. It's like 6:20. The evening birds are coming out. And me and Electrolyte did both check the maps, and we've got like 5 more miles, maybe 4, to Thousand Island Lakes, which is the last little lake / campsite before the next pass, which is Island Pass. But it's 4 miles away, and 6:20. Neither of us feel like hiking till sunset, so we may camp at a lake before there, just a couple miles closer, or who knows, maybe we'll just mob at like 3.5 miles an hour to Thousand Island Lakes. For now, just enjoying the heck out of these beautiful meadows. This is just sagebrush and some other watery type plants, and it's just been surprisingly lush for being right next to that. PCT, Clark Lake's that way, Thousand Island Lake's this way. This is where we're going. Getting just about ready for camp, ready for dinner, and ready for another night's sleep. Just felt the temperature drop like 2 degrees, maybe 3. Ooh, just got chilly. Jimmy's up front. We're gonna see if we run into him. He's either gonna take the vibe, catch the vibe, and pull off around Badger Lake, which is coming up next in about a mile, or he's gonna keep going another 2 miles to Thousand Island Lakes. You know, 2 miles, you can bang that out in 30 minutes, but 30, maybe 40, if it's rugged trail. But that's 30 or 40 minutes that you could spend getting your camp ready to be in bed before it's cold and dark, when you can still see. And either way, we're still gonna be less than 2 miles from the pass we need to cross in the morning, Island Pass. So, all right, 0.7 miles to where I'm intending on camping tonight. And thought I'd do a quick summarization of the day. A quick little, what's the word? What do they call that? Review? The day in review, maybe? Quick little day in review. Let's see. Today's going to be about a 13-mile day. Spent a wonderful morning at Hot Springs had an expensive burrito. Turns out the breakfast burritos at Red's Meadow were not $10. How could I be so foolish in thinking they would be that affordable? They were actually $17.50. Yeah, that, and I got a pack of electrolytes. You know, boom, there's $30 right there. Didn't really intend to spend. Usually once you're on trail, it's like, well, you're not spending any money. So, you know, you might take a hard hit in town for a resupply, but if you're going to be out on trail for 6 days after that, well, it's 6 days you're not spending any money. And you're practically just, you know, it's basically just grocery money. Let's see, feet feel good today. My left shoulder hurts. It's almost killing me right now. And I don't know what it is. That's my worst shoulder of the two that I've broken. So maybe just getting used to it. Sometimes after a couple days off trail, it takes a couple days for the body to get used to being back on trail. Well, there's electrolyte back there. No sign of Jimmy yet. And let's see what else. Pretty much ran off that burrito all day. That protein bar with peanut butter was all I've munched on otherwise. I did hear back when I had service. I did hear back from Dan at Bedrock Sandals. Huge shout out to Dan, who said that they're gonna send me a replacement pair of Bedrocks. He said lightly worn, size 10, Karen C's Pros. You're gonna send them to South Lake Tahoe, and from then I'll send mine back to them. They'll repair them, maybe resole them if I'm lucky. Bare minimum, I think they'll probably just restitch them, maybe. I don't know. It'd be the proper thing of them to do would be to resole them. That would include, you know, fresh stitching. But we'll see. Either way, my feet are gonna be taken care of for the next at least 500 miles. The guy Dan I spoke with, he said that most people rate a pair as lasting 1,000 miles. I don't know if that's applicable to through hiking. Set out with that extra 10,000 watt milliamp charger, so I've got extra battery power this stretch, and I'm already feeling the ease up of stress. I don't mind carrying the extra 5 ounces for the battery because it means that I can get videos out more effectively and efficiently and full of awesome footage that I see around me. That's great. It's worth it to me. Funds are starting to run a little low, so I'm going to be eating out of the next 2 resupply boxes that I have sent to Tuolumne and South Lake Tahoe, respectively. We're climbing again. Because I need to save my money for shipping things home and things such as that. Otherwise, I think for the rest of NorCal, I should be able to get by just fine. Raiding hiker boxes, siphoning fuel. Yeah, I think it should be good. So, for those of you wondering, if you'd like to help support the hike financially, the Venmo link and the Cash App link are in the YouTube bio. And this, Clay Lakes, Agnew Meadow. Let's see. Time to check the map. There are lots of junctions in this section. It has been quite quite a climbing day today. We've done about, I think, somewhere around 3,200 feet of climbing in like 13 miles. So yeah, a bit of climbing. Went from 8,000 feet in Mammoth up to about 8,500 at Red's Meadow. And we're right around 9,500 right now. And just in the last like 6 miles, felt my breathing get more labored. And it's just interesting that that's the only thing now that's happening to me over 9,000 feet and in the 10,000 foot range. No stomach sickness, no muscle cramps, no achy joints. Well, not any achier than they already are all the time, but just the extra labored breathing. Just a little bit more. I feel like I work 20% harder to get my oxygen over 9K. So that's interesting. Also had to put shave cream on today. That's an occurrence. That's more of a major occurrence these days. It's funny, like after I shower, after I have short, like even like a short bout of like jumping in a bunch of lakes or rivers, but especially after washing my body with soap, I tend to chafe more easily, which is interesting. I wonder if it has something to do with my skin biome or what. But yeah, I had to put some shave cream up in the old groin today. Sorry, ladies, children. This Lake Badger Lake we're coming to is supposed to be the cleanest and clearest lake in this valley. And the junction should be coming up any minute. I love sleeping by water. Look at that beautiful little glade. I learned from Scully from North Bend. I learned from him that twist in the trees is a survival method that the trees have here at these higher elevations, because as they grow like that, if the tree suffers any disease or loses branches or anything, it makes it more localized for the damage done to the tree, so it can heal better and grow better in this more unforgiving environment. I thought that was really interesting because there's so many trees out here that have that twisty bark. So that's cool. We now know why the trees grow like that. It's a natural occurrence, a miracle, so to speak. And I'm pretty sure that's not the lake, but either way, there's no real gnarly mosquitoes here, and it seems like there should be. Okay, so we passed the turnoff to this lake, Badger Lake. Electrolyte really wants to stop and camp, but I'm trying to convince him to keep coming down here because the lake is right up here, and this just looks beautiful. Cool rocks around here. You know, I'm trying to see if there's anyone camping around here, hoping that we have space by the lake, but just remember that it is Monday, and I don't think it's a holiday week. So we might just have some prime real estate. Oh, I think I can smell the heather blooms. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Look at that. that is a lovely lake. As for campsites, I don't see many. Poor electrolyte, we might have to walk back. Partial day. I'll be like, whoa, what's that pain? What's that? What's this little niggle here? I think we did like 3,000 feet today, dude. That was basically, I guess that was basically a pass without it being a pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might be a bit too tall. They're 12 ounces for a single person shelter, and it has the most cubic inches of space of any single person shelter on the market. Room for your foot box, for your sleeping bag to not get condensation on it, and yeah, dude, it's a sick tent. And it,
He said he was from a university, and he was bringing kids out there to Silver Pass Lake to teach them how to count.
okay.
And I was like, this is a pretty rough place to be bringing a bunch of kids out.
Yeah, it was a pretty lake. Nice.
Big rock wall mountain.
Nice solid pitch. Are you gonna get the one? Did you order the one person or the two person? Nice. You're gonna be so ultra light, bro.
I'm gonna lose.
Oh.
But I wouldn't set up a tent for that one.
Nice solid pitch over here too. It's a Durston. It's a Durston. Check it. Check it. Your electrolyte's got the Durston, but he just ordered. Which Durston is this?
X-Dome.
The X-Dome. He just ordered the X-Mid Pro. He's having it shipped to him. Pick that up later. He's gonna drop about a pound of weight. Pretty stinking sweet. Not a bad sight. It's dinner time, baby. Well, this is a nice water source. I can't believe we're not getting swarmed by mosquitoes right now, dude.
tracks over here.
Oh, nice. You know, there's another pond on the other side of the trail. So, help me. If I get in this water, just don't disturb the bottom. I don't want any of that nonsense. Ugh, it's warm. That's way too warm. That's way too warm for 9,500 feet.
This is more of a frog pond, not a fish pond.
Yeah, no, this is a friggin'. This'll dry up. I bet this will dry up mid-August. I bet this will be dry. Maybe not. It's pretty warm. Whatever. Water around 10,000 feet is always good. Almost. Right. Getting everything all set up. Getting your tent set up. Getting everything set up nice. Camping is just so fun. And honestly, sometimes out here, I don't feel like I get to do it enough. Like getting into camp like this, like sure we've got some daylight left and we're not like pushing it like super hella late, but it still would be nice to like just like camp and enjoy some time in camp. But and it's like, dude, you need to back up right now and give me the hot stuff. Go back into your little cave den where you keep all the hot spices and get the spicy stuff now. Yeah, like now that I'm in the swing of it all, like my food bag's never empty.
Yeah, there's people that have like what they call an endless chip bag.
Yeah.
Where they get all the different kinds and just keep dumping it in there, just refilling.
like a suicide at a soda machine.
Yeah.
I fanboyed out a little bit. But I'm gonna put some walnuts in there too. So this is how vegans get protein. Nah. Shout out to the vegans. I was vegan for like 14 years. But she, you know what she said? She was like, yeah, I don't like to talk about it because people like just get the wrong idea and then they start acting weird. All of a sudden I'm some like, you know-it-all hiker that they can ask all these questions about. And they ask me questions like, oh, how do I get more lightweight? How do I do more miles?
That's the problem Loopy has. He tells them that he's done it so many times, and the next thing you know, you got 10 people sitting around him asking questions.
And you know what she said? She was like, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't have any grand secrets. Keep your toilet paper dry. And I was like, that's badass, dude. Definitely could use some more tomato and some parm.